Welcome folks to the Midwest Angler Fishing Show. We're here today on one of our many city lakes in the eastern state of Kansas, and some of these city lakes offer some great fishing. So stay tuned. We're going to bring you some of the best fishing we can from eastern Kansas.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back with more Midwest Angler Fishing.
Here's our first bass of the day on a topwater buzzbait. And these are the kind of typical bass you can find in these small city lakes, and kind of what we would expect to catch early in the morning. That's a nice little bass. Nice little city lake bass. And we're going to continue to throw our topwater here for probably about another hour before we move on to, some more finesse type baits and things like that. Here's our second bass of the morning. This one pretty much came right behind the other one again on the buzzbait. About the same size as our first fish, so we're having a pretty good topwater bite here this morning. As you can see, they're not real big, but they're all fun to catch. Here's another little small city lake bass. Again on the buzzbait, seems to be the best bite going right now. I'm throwing a soft plastic, Jim's throwing a buzzbait. But it seems like the topwater's working the best right now. I've had a few little bites.
Joel's got a crankbait fish on. We haven't seen him yet, so we don't know how big he is, but there we got a picture of him. Oop, jumped off. That's what happens with crankbait sometimes, but he had a lot of fun anyway.
Jim's got another buzzbait fish on. I'll get him up to the boat here. See what we got. Wow, that's a nice fish there. 2.5 pounder. Those are the kind of fish you can expect out of these small city type lakes. We'd be happy to take those all day long, although we are looking for the big boys. And there is some in this lake. We do know that. It's a nice little fish. And there's another nice topwater bass. Jim, get him up to the boat here. He seems to be a little bigger than some of the other ones were. We'll see. Oh, he's about average. He's a nice little city lake fish. Sure is a lot of fun though. Those are typical size.
Joel has a Hot Hog Junior spinnerbait fish on. We can find him out here. There he is. About the size we've been catching. Nice fish. Fun to catch.
Fun little fish.
Hot Hog Junior. You're watching Midwest Angler Fishing.
There's another nice hookup. That's a little better fish. Now I came on a white Hot Hog Junior spinnerbait. You know, like we caught some really good fish on the Hot Hog Junior spinnerbaits. Well, that's a nice 2-pound fish. That's what you can expect out of here.
Joel got a fish on a crankbait. There he is. Water temperature is about 70 degrees and it's late September. Prime time for these bass to start feeding up and getting ready for the winter. And they're sure a lot of fun to catch.
There's another bass. This one's on a Hot Hog Junior spinnerbait again. This looks like a little better fish. A little better fish than what we had. We sure are catching quite a few though. It's a lot of fun. We're mixing up our baits between a crankbait, spinnerbait, mixing our colors. We've had black on the spinnerbait. Now we've got white on. So we're kind of mixing our colors up here to see which ones are going to work best. That's another nice fish. And these are the type of fish you can expect to catch out of your little city lakes like this. We're here today in eastern Kansas and having a blast. There's another Hot Hog Junior spinnerbait fish. And Jim's still using the white. They seem to like that pretty well. We got a nice sunny day, although we don't have any wind. The spinnerbait bite's been pretty good here this morning. There's no wind to speak of, but it is, you know, we're late fall, or almost 1st of October, so the spinnerbait bite should be there. There's another little city lake bass. Again on the white spinnerbait, the Hot Hog Junior.
Okay, we got a crankbait fish coming here somewhere, but he's behind Joel. There he is. He's jumping around. Not a bad fish.
He had all the hooks in him.
He had a face full of hooks. And that's the way we like him. He was an aggressive fish. You get all those hooks in them, they don't come off.
They're tough. They're tough to get out of them. There he goes.
There he goes.
Not a bad little fish. Crankbait.
Nice little crankbait fish.
Folks, you saw us use or catch a lot of fish here this morning at this little city lake on spinner baits, and I wanted to introduce you to the new line of Hot Hog Junior spinner baits out by skimmertackle.com. They're 3/8 ounce. They've got a kaolin grub on the back of them. The blades are kind of unique to the spinner bait. It's something that you'll all have to give a try, but we caught quite a few fish here this morning on this product. What I'm holding up here is our hot crawdad color, first of all. Then we have our Lake Lanier Special, which can be used in a lot of clear water applications like we had here this morning. Jim did real well on that white. Here we have our chartreuse and white, kind of a dirty water bait, our stained water bait. And then of course we have our dirty water special. This is real good for the muddy water. It's got a thumper blade on it. These are just some of the colors out by skimmertackle.com. The Hot Hog Junior spinner bait, get some today. Jim Kinney's holding up a couple more of the Hot Hog Junior spinner baits. We didn't try these out here today at this lake, but these are a couple more of the hot colors out by skimmertackle.com. Our Blood Red, and of course our Table Rock Special. Great for Table Rock Lake, bull shoals, and beaver. Just some of the new spinner baits out by skimmertackle.com.